My name's Allison. I was diagnosed with CF when I was almost 1 year old, and I was on IV antibiotics pretty much since I was 2 or 3. I've been on a lot of them, and I basically became resistant to pretty much all of them by the time I was early, mid-20s. And at one point, amikacin was one of the only ones I had left that would actually work on what I was growing in my lungs. The nurses, they always knew to warn me about the vancomycin. Every single time I had a nurse come to my house or in the hospital, they would constantly drill into my head, like, if you have any ringing in your ears or fullness in your ears, like, let us know right away. And, I never did with the Vanco, and it never affected me. But with the amikacin, it just seemed to be on no one's radar. And I do know another girl who, I think her hearing loss is also from amikacin. So I think somebody knew, some doctors knew, some apparently just didn't. But I know afterwards someone said, oh, that can happen with amikacin. Anybody with CF who's really sick and then lose their hearing is going to be in that same spot where they're already sick, they're already maybe looking to get new lungs, and then to have that on top of it, it just kind of, it just makes you feel more just hopeless, I guess. I felt like I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to school. I couldn't get most jobs. I had no social life. Even just stuff around the house, like I couldn't hear the microwave. I couldn't hear the smoke alarm. Everything was just way more difficult. But yeah, the worst part for me was just how secluded I felt. I guess having routine hearing tests, like when I had the first one here, it was for a study, and they did pick up on a little bit of high frequency hearing loss. So it may have been a little bit from the Vanco, or possibly the very beginning on the amikacin. I can't really remember, but I think, having that done once in a while, just kind of keeping it on everyone's radar, like, oh, so much for hearing loss, because I know at least 5 or 6 people with CF that have major hearing loss. They have either cochlear implants or they would benefit from a cochlear implant. So it definitely happens. It's never anything our doctors talk to us about. It's more just the nurses when they're, administering the IVs. Definitely before any new antibiotic, ask if hearing loss is a side effect.